Hey, what is going on, guys? This is Jack of the Toronto Staraptors bringing you guys the long-awaited bold prediction video for Season 5 of the Showdown Battle League. Only 2 weeks late, not bad at all. Today, because no one else was around and because this video is most likely never going to get done anyways, I'm just going to be doing this solo, going through all the submissions that we had from the video. All of them are anonymous. I'm pretty sure I know a few of them were from a few people, but we're just going to be covering pretty much all of them. There's 36 total, but a couple of them are throwaways, so whatever. First off, going to the most straightforward one, there were 3 different bold predictions. One for saying Brian is going to win Season 5, one saying I will win Season 5, and one saying Jarrett will win Season 5. So, 3 different bold predictions from 3 different people saying 3 different people might win Season 5. We'll see if any of those pan out. Can Brian get the 3-peat? Will I lose in playoffs again? Will Jarrett win a playoff game? We're going to have to wait and see. Moving on, one of the other bold predictions, a lot of them were about Z moves. There will not be a kill via C move for the first 3 weeks. Well, I've gone 2 Z move kills in the first 2 weeks. I haven't really watched too many of the other games in certain detail. I'm pretty sure Kevin got one in week 1. I think people are undervaluing, I guess this one bold prediction, undervaluing how much Z moves, how much work they can put in. I think so far we've seen them do quite well in our first couple of weeks, and I think we're going to see in the future weeks, more creative uses of them, and they're going to be pretty effective. One of the bold predictions, another one, Josh's team looks absolutely bonkers and will most likely make at least the playoffs. Well, I haven't watched his week 2 game yet, but I know he won week 1. Pretty good start for him. He was actually pretty close to making playoffs last season. It was one of those situations where if a certain amount of people lose week 10, 11, and 12 and he wins a couple of games, he might slide in there and get the final spot, but he just missed out. But yeah, his team's actually pretty threatening. He got one of the best ratings on the draft video, so we'll see if he can actually make playoffs, maybe make a push when he's in there. Another bold prediction, this one was actually mine. It was Como O will finish top 5 in kills overall this season, and then Como O was dropped after week 1. So, unfortunately, I really like Como O, but Jarrett did not decide that he wanted overall. He went for Neuer instead. So this bold prediction will most likely not happen unless someone picks it up in free agency. Fingers crossed in that one. On the other opposite end of the spectrum, at least half the MVP race will be Z holders at the end of the season. Well, I know so far in the MVP race, Kieran Black's pretty high up there. It's gotten a 5 kills so far, and it's Z holder. I think there are a few other good examples of them. So it's kind of like the opposite of the other one, saying Z holders, they're going to be some of the best Pokemon in the season. I'd agree. I think if you use your Z holder well, they're going to put in work. Another really good one, the J division, aka the blue division, will be the worst division overall, which would be that would be pretty interesting. I think historically gold has always been the worst, but we'll have to see if it's J of the season. Anyway, so we have 2 for Mega Mawile. The first says Mega Mawile won't get more than 6 kills this season. So that's pretty bold considering this thing's been banned for like 2 years in the Showdown Battle League. We're finally allowing it. See if it can be see if we'll regret that in a couple of weeks. Mega Mawile gets more kills. On the opposite end of the spectrum, we have Mawile has a plus 72 differential and wins MVP. So actually this one says regular Mawile, so maybe that's the extra bold prediction there. So some people think Mawile is going to be trash. Some people think it's going to get every single kill in every single game possible. Probably not that, but I think Mawile is going to be a big threat. Hans's team is pretty damn scary. He's got a lot of threats, so we'll see how Mawile does in the future weeks. Next up, Joe's Trapper team will be horrible, and he will be last place again. Absolute rip on that one. Next one, I really like this one. It's Polygraph is coming for you, Jack. Eyes. Thanks for that one, Kevin. I appreciate it. Next up, Vivillon, is that it? We'll get 0 kills this season. So it's Vivillon. I don't know why I did that. We'll get 0 kills this season. It is a Z holder. The Z Hurricane, Supersonic Sky Strikes, super good. I think. Probably not. Maybe. I'm not sure. 0 kills this season? I don't think so. I think it's gonna get at least 1 kill. Also, as I say this video, I know the first 2 weeks have already happened. I haven't watched all the games, so I don't know if any of these are true or not. So I'm just kind of rolling with this video. Subcom Mine will get 4 6-0s this season. This is my favorite bold prediction. This one really speaks to me on a personal level. Unfortunately, my team has no Subcom Mine users outside of, I think, Sylveon, so don't expect this from me. But hopefully some of the other coaches, I see Josh with Cobalion, really looking at that thing to put in some work. Anyways, next up, at least 2 coaches will go the entire regular season without using a single Z move. That's an interesting one. A lot of these are about Z moves. I don't think any coach is going to go without at least one use of Z move all season, considering we have 2 users and there are like 12 games. But yeah, it seems like a common trend is some people think Z moves are going to be super busted, other people think they're not going to do anything. Hard to say right now. So, next up, Jack will lose 1 game to Jarrett, then go undefeated to win the finals 5-0. I don't ever win in playoffs, so that's not going to happen, but I am playing Jarrett next week, so we'll see if Jarrett can actually take the victory off of me. That'll be a good one. Next up, Kieran Black will be the season's MVP. Well, I don't know what the rankings are right now, but I know it is 5-0 after the first 2 weeks, so maybe a pretty good chance of that happening. Kieran Black is an absolute monster. In Week 8, Carlos will sweep Ryan's raid team with Z Polyrath. Polyrath, the biggest threat drafted, no doubt. That thing should be tier 1, absolute savage. I see this happening 10,000 million %. Pokemon Stars announcement comes out in the first month of the league. I'm pretty sure that's the Sun and Moon third game. I have not followed Sun and Moon at all. Anyways, next up, Hans will win a playoff game, so I guess the assumption is Hans will make playoffs, and he will win a game getting at least top 4. His team is very, very scary, so that's a pretty good chance, but he didn't make playoffs last season, so we'll see if he can turn around his season this time. This is one of the more oddly specific ones. Jack's Kieran Black will die to rocks on turn 36 versus Josh week 11. I didn't even know I played Josh week 11, that's news to me, but we'll see if that ends up happening. Yeah. Look forward to more of these oddly specific bold predictions in the next few minutes. Anyways, next up, Josh will go undefeated against people with a name starting with J. We have a lot of people with J in this league, so that means he's going undefeated against me twice, because I'm in the same division. Oh right, I'm in the same division as Josh. I don't know why I'm surprised I'm facing him week 11. Anyways, Josh means he's going to go 6-0 and beats Jarrett twice, myself twice, and Joe twice. That would be difficult. We'll see if Josh can pull it off. He has already actually beaten Jarrett so far, so I think he's doing okay so far. Anyways, all of the C's make playoffs. So Chabin, Carlos, Cody. I think they're all in the same division as well, which means it would have to be 3 people from gold and only 1 from silver. So, Carlos and Chabin I could see making playoffs. Cody's got a pretty cool team, but he didn't make it last season, so we'll see if he can turn the season around. This is a really special one to me. Jack will switch in Tentacruel week 7 against Jarrett's Mesprit and get killed by Psyshock, turning the tide for 7 turns. So, key thing is it's only going to turn the tide for 7 turns, and the other key thing here is that Jarrett got rid of Mesprit, so this one's moot. Next up, Protect is used in 50 games, or 50% of games or more. I think this is more about Z moves and like predicting around that. I don't think Protect's going to be used that much to scout Z moves, because they're still going to get hit off. It's not like you don't want to waste a move slot on Protect anyway, so I don't really think this one's going to happen, but this is why it is bold predictions. This next one I'm just reading down the list is very special. That'll be the last one to read off. Anyways, this one says, although not really a bold prediction, I think that Jarrett will miss more than 5 high jump kicks with Mega Lopunny throughout the season. I believe he's already missed 1 so far, so I could see this one actually happening if he brings Mega Lopunny a lot. See if he gets hacks, how many times he rages due to hacks, and all that good stuff. Another one, I think that Hans will be putting in some work with Mega Mawile this season. I don't really think that's a bold prediction. I think that's just kind of a fact. Carlos will say oof at least 100 times. We should get a counter for that. Frank will embrace being the furry that he truly is. Oh boy, this is a good poll. Jack loses his first match, then goes undefeated the rest of the season. I won my first match, but I always lose week 3. Any other ones I missed? Oh, of course, there's a few ones. Captain America dies in Infinity War. Super hyped for that, and most likely going to happen. I'm not sure. And of course, the absolute best bold prediction, which we had to save for last, is Jarrett is going to get so far ahead of everyone else that his nipples will start to chafe from the winds of victory, slowing him down until he ends the season a blubbering shell of his former self, while Carlos truffle shuffles his way to the finish line, albeit asthmatically. And with that very bold prediction, which is pretty amazing, I think Corey wrote that, I'm not sure, that'll be the bold prediction video. So maybe we'll do a recap at the end of the season, see how many of these came true. Thanks for listening to me ramble for about 10 minutes with some Google Sheets form I filled out 2 weeks ago, and hope you guys look forward to the future matches coming up. Peace.